Hello, and welcome to our Experiencing Piano for Adults Level 2 course for Fall 2020. This video is just a little introduction and a guide to show you how to access and use some of the different parts of our course content. So the first part of our class is our weekly live session on Zoom. If you are not really familiar with using Zoom, most of you guys are coming from our level 1 class that we offered this summer. But if not, and you're not super familiar with Zoom, definitely give the platform a little test drive before you log on to our class. And so that each week that class will meet. Make sure before that first class that your keyboard or piano is set up in a good place in your home, free from too many distractions, and that you have our textbook and something to write with. You might want to use a headset or headphones or something for the class. It's totally up to you. Just make sure that they're compatible with Zoom. Some of the fancy new like AirPods that people like to use, sometimes those don't work with Zoom super well, so just be careful for that. And if you have any questions about the live class or anything, you just let me know. So the other part of the class is some content, some video lessons, theory pages, listening activities that are complementary to our live classes, but not fully overlapping. And so this is designed so that you can complete this on sort of a self-paced level. The idea is that, of course, we're going to kind of be completing things throughout the semester together. Hopefully you're working through both parts of the class. But if you're a few weeks ahead of our live class or a few weeks behind the live class with some of the video lessons and things, it's really not going to hurt you too much. So in the email, you should have seen this video link first. Thank you for going ahead and watching this so that you can have everything explained and look at everything. Then the second link would be to the playlist with our video lessons on it. And if you happen to lose that email, you can also find the link to the playlist in that folder that says weekly video links on the Google Drive page. And when you open up this document, you can just copy and paste this into, well, you should be able to copy and paste it. Let's see. Oh, look, it's just redirecting. Invalid parameters. Let's just try copy and paste it. There we go. So you can just copy and paste this into your browser and it will bring up our playlist right here. So our Experiencing Piano Level 2 class. So you'll see all the videos on the side here. Now look at the last two. The title looks weird. This is cross-listed with a class that we're teaching at Mizzou. And it just so happened that the last two videos for each were covering the exact same content. So you just look right here and the second half of the title says the level Adults Level 2 Week 10. And you actually have 11 videos. The website says you have 10, but there's actually 11 because I kind of did it. The first one is a little bit of a review video. It goes over a couple of new things, but there are 11 videos on here. And so the first one is just a little bit more of review content. So if we go back over to our Google Drive page, so you can find that playlist in that folder right there. Then we go back and we have a bunch of other folders. So the listening activity directory will take you to a video or a listening prompt for each week. So we have 10 weeks of our class. We have 10 different prompts. Each one is about a different composer. There will be a playlist. Some of these are a playlist and some of them it's a video that has like 2 hours worth of music. Again, I don't expect you to listen to all of it if you don't want to, but just provided you with a nice overview of each of these composers' body of work. A really brief little bio. You're welcome to do a little bit more research, and then just some questions for you to reflect on about the music. So those are right there. We have some music theory activities. So in this document, it just lists a couple of activities with the link right there, and it kind of tells you what to do to complete these. And if you want any other theory activities that aren't here, if you want something specific, just let me know, and I'm happy to add some more activities to that. We have practice charts. Again, I'm not going to be collecting these or anything, but they're just here for you to fill out. I definitely recommend them. It's really good for making sure that you're making good progress and making sure that you're staying on track with your practicing. So there are several there provided for you to use to print out if you wish. So then each of these weekly folders will have a couple of things. So I have some just basic resources, a blank keyboard chart, which we'll kind of may use in class for some days and you may want to use while you're watching the video. Some blank sheet music just for you, and then some sight reading. We have both some sight reading melodies and sight reading rhythms. And so those are just, again, we may use some of this in our live class, but these are really just for you if you want some extra practice. Then each week, if there are any bonus items that we are going to use in our live class that aren't in your textbook, these will be found in this week 1 module. There will be a couple of things before our class on Tuesday, and I'm uploading those right now. So there will be an extra file in here for week 1. And you will use some of those extra pages for the live class. You don't need to print any of those out. If you have them on your computer, just so that you can use them and play them, if it's easier for you to print them out, go for it. But if you just want to access them on your computer or iPad, that is just fine. So this link to this Google folder should also be in the email, as well as the link to our Zoom class invitation. I do recommend that you do save the email because that Zoom link and everything will stay the same. And if you just favorite that in your inbox, that way you can keep all of those things right there. So if you have any questions about accessing any of this content or any trouble, or you need anything else explained a little bit more, absolutely just let me know. And again, if you want any additional content or there's something that you think that would be great to add to the class, just let me know. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you all this coming Tuesday. So see you soon.